thing to remember is Jimmie's not starting from zero. He's starting from massive negative because he built his career on driving a certain type of car a certain way. And none of that helps you drive an Indy car fast. So he's had to sort of to unlearn everything to even get to zero. All that muscle memory you've got, you've got to blow it up. I don't underestimate him, trust me. With his talent, his determination, who knows what's possible.
Hey, how are you? Sure, we're just, can we do our walk-in?
First one for you.
Yeah, thank you.
Do this one too, please.
Thanks.
I appreciate it, thank you.
So we're expecting you to be better, way, way better, because now you've learned all the things you had to learn last year.
I think an early goal for me in 22 is to finish in the top 15 and work my way to the top 10 on road and street.
Of course, deep inside my head, I'm concerned about performance, but I think my approach coming into this year is far different than last. This year, I have a higher level of expectation for myself, and that competitive spirit is much higher, and my expectations are much higher with that.
I guess that was probably the most striking thing for me with Jimmie was just the sheer fact that, 7-time champion in NASCAR, one of the greatest of all time, and he's like, well, let's go try IndyCar. Like, it would probably be like me going to try and play at a PGA golf tournament and be in the final. It's that different. It's probably the most difficult thing you could ever try and achieve. I'm pretty sure I would not do it.
Thank you.
Okay, good.
All right, good to see you.
You're gonna get them this year, right?
Yes, we are. We're gonna get something.
My job now is sort of advisor to the team, helping the drivers. Track position is very important, and to get track position, you need to try and qualify up front, yeah. And that's that one lap explosive pace. They give you the red tires, the soft tires, so you only get those on race weekends, and you get very limited sets. You get one set to practice on before qualifying, so you've got to do that explosive lap, and that's hard. With no prior experience, that's hard.
Inside my own head, where no one else, can hear, and when I'm making laps, I know I'm faster, I know I'm better, I have more confidence. All these things are trending the right way. If I can move myself up into the teens in qualifying, I know I can move forward in the race and race better. So, I want to go. I want to be in the mix.
Jimmie, this lap and 2 more.
Copy.
Good space behind you. All right, that's your gap there. Just go. Man, what do I do? They're f***ing holding me up. We're centered it in. Just keep working on it. Keep pushing. 10 car behind you.
9-9. So for Kellett to be right on the cusp of that, just Jimmie Johnson right in the way of his teammate Alex Palou coming through on a flyer.
I've really had higher expectations for myself today. Kind of got off base and I lost my confidence. Qualifying, traffic, the alternate tire, there's all these variables that I have not had much experience with.
So we've just finished qualifying. Not great. Jimmie's not happy with his getting the most out of the tires. Some of that is he just doesn't know where the limit is because he hasn't got the experience on those tires. So not a great session and a lot of work to do tomorrow.
Yeah, more laps. I'm mad at myself, which is good. I'd rather be mad at me than something else. So.
Well, like I said, I feel like we've been struggling to get a foothold, and now that we've got it, I think we can make things better going forward. So, job.
Very cool. Thanks.
In theory, I know what I need to do mentally to approach each session, but getting my body to do it and executing like I want to is still where I'm learning and growing. So that's the frustrating part for me. I mean, I'm just expecting more today, wanted more today, and we'll go to the next one.
Sunshine, yachts, and Indy cars. So let's get this party started.
And this party starts. It's race 1 of 17. At the end of that 17th race, a driver will have their name put on the Astor Cup. That's what they're racing for.
Jimmie's good. Jimmie's
He's
good.
an all-time NASCAR GOAT.
I just...
That's not debatable.
Yeah.
IndyCar, I hope he gets better because he's kind of been lackluster, but
yeah,
he's figuring it out. He'll get there.
He's a legend. It's a childhood idol, amazing role model.
I think he's got a lot to learn in this race. And obviously, he was extremely dominant in NASCAR, but different car.
I mean, he was great in NASCAR in his prime, but he can't drive anymore. I was a fan of NASCAR, but here it's just dumb.
Stay calm if there is a situation. First race of the year, but we've all raced before, so just keep doing what we're doing. Slow is fast like anything. Don't try to speed anything up. Keep an eye on each other. Let's just try to go out there and do what we do and see what he does.
Drivers getting set to go. Are you ready for the 2022 NTT IndyCar season? Let's get things rolling here in St. Pete with a second-year driver on the pole. McLaughlin leads them to green. Power has trusted.
That's pretty smooth. Now it's just like, do your job. Focus, do your job, stay out of trouble, don't make dumb decisions. Now we'll see what you can do.
7-time NASCAR champion Jimmie Johnson will start last today, but the big news for his 2022 season is he's racing all of the races, including for the first time in an IndyCar on the ovals.
More side by side. That's Jimmie Johnson in the blue Carvana car mixing it up. And there's about 3 or 4 laps, Marty, we think, until they pit.
Clear out.
As we go back to the leader now, who is in traffic, the teammate of Alex Palou, Jimmie Johnson, has definitely held up Scott McLaughlin and closed that gap considerably. Scott's going to take a look out. Jimmie's making it tough.
This is a Jimmie Johnson we haven't seen mixing it up at the front. Gets out of the way for his teammate, but I saw Jimmie Johnson put his head down 2 laps ago. He started clicking off laps that were about a second faster. That was a Jimmie Johnson we didn't see at all last year.
Well, and that was Jimmie Johnson trying to stay on the lead lap. So a moment ago, Scott McLaughlin asked his team.
Jimmie ran a really good, solid race. Just really came leaps and bounds from where we were at the beginning of the weekend and last year. Obviously, finish wasn't as high as we would have liked, but that's just a consequence of where we qualified. But you have to leave that behind you and move on to the next day. We've got nothing but good things to look forward to.
Your pace was really good, like you did everything so right. The result doesn't look like it, but to me, what I've seen, how much improvement.
I'm glad it looked good from the outside because inside I felt twice as good as Long Beach, just in confidence and
your
raceability.
consistency. Yeah. I mean, you're so like the consistency was better, and that's what you need. I mean, it's just unfortunately there are things that you can't cut it in time. Honestly, from what I've seen, even from your last race, last year, not even the first race.
Sure.
Long Beach, just 5 out of 5. Awesome. You're a different guy. You're comfortable. You know what to do. You're in your tools. You start, you restart, and the feel was So that's great. Really good job. I mean, that's the, now we need to work on qualifying better.
I don't know how I can do that.
You got to find that sweet spot. Once you found it, you're going to be golden.
Thank you.
I think on ovals, my experience in NASCAR is going to carry over and I'm going to be at a higher starting point.
I think he's hopeful that when he gets on ovals, that some of it all comes back to him and it feels more second nature.
Now he's just going to have to adapt to corner speeds.
We did Jimmy's first test at Dallas last year, and he got up to speed really quickly.
Man, it's high speed, and it can be wild. I think the 2020 race there, Rena's VK drove over Colt and hurt his head.
I don't believe Jimmie has ever gone through turn one at 213, 214 miles an hour. He will be this year.